These images and videos are of Mount Washington in the White Mountains of New Hampshire. Mount Washington is the highest peak east of the Mississippi River with an elevation of more than 6,200 feet. On the July day that I was able to visit, the peak had a temperature of 39 degrees and wind speeds of over 50 miles an hour. So this is a challenging environment, and no trees are at the summit. If you were to go down a few thousand feet, one would find the tree line. But here, the environment is still challenging for the erratic weather that an animal might encounter. This brought me to some thoughts on robins and thrushes in general. I observed a young robin just above the tree line on Mount Washington during my visit. So kudos to this robin for living in such a harsh environment. This is not the preferred habitat of robins, but they can be found in alpine environments, especially during summer. One can see that this is a young robin because it has a spotted chest, and that is typical of the juveniles which have recently left the nest, which helps them camouflage before they are adept at flying and evading predators. Robins are not strangers to high elevation, so this is an image of a robin at high altitude in one of the higher Adirondack Mountains. While I am impressed that the robin was living at this high altitude, I was disappointed because I was really hoping to see another species of thrush, which typically only can be found at high altitudes, Bicknells thrush. This is one of the rarer birds of North America because of its specialized habitat. So this is the habitat where one would need to go in order to encounter Bicknells thrush, these high elevations in places like the White Mountains or the Adirondacks. And climate change is threatening the species because as the climate becomes warmer, species which were not able to live at higher elevations can now begin moving up a mountain. Now, as these organisms move upwards in elevation, this poses a problem for those species which have specialized for the habitats which one encounters at the tops of mountains, because simply there is no place to go farther upwards from there. So Bicknell's thrush, this rare thrush, is going to be pressured by climate change in that its habitat will continue to shrink.